Hi, we are BioLife Solutions, and we are here to present an investment pitch to you today. We were incorporated in 1998, and we now proudly have over 400 employees. We have been consistently committed to our mission to build relationships with clients and to use our scientific expertise to help them find solutions to their problems. We are a multi-platform provider of bioproduction tools and services to the cell and gene therapy and broader biopharma markets. Our leader, Michael Rice, has been CEO since 2006, and he leads our company with many years of experience in biotechnology from his graduation from the University of Seattle to today. So we wanted to start off this presentation with our mission and our values because that's what is most important to us. So our first core value is trust. Our greatest desire is to create an environment built on trust of each other within our team and on trust of each other between us and our clients. We want them to be able to trust in our ability and committedness to collaboration and dedication to finding solutions to their problems. Building off of that, we take every single day as an opportunity to gain our clients' respect. We desire to act as partners with them, and we want to listen to them and collaborate with them to promote their success along with our own. But really, to bring it all together, we really just desire to maintain a spirit of innovation and inquiry as we do our work and as we build relationships with our clients.
Our products serve to maintain the health and function of biologic materials during sourcing, manufacturing, storage, and distribution of cells and tissues. So our products fall under many categories under cryo techniques. Here are some examples of the categories we have. So we have cell processing, we have cloud connected shipping, which is a way to monitor the transport of the cells in real time. We have automated thawing, we have high capacity storage freezers, we have ultra low temperature freezers, and we have biostorage. In this presentation, we'll mainly be focusing on the product category of biopreservation media, specifically our CryoStor freeze media. So basically what this is formulas that will protect the human biologic material that is stored using cryo techniques from stress due to the low temperatures. So this process uses the following techniques. We have pH buffers, oncotic and osmotic stabilizers, energy substrates, free radical scavengers, apoptotic inhibitors, permeating and non-permeating cryoprotectants. So this table shows some of the data from our clinical trials that we are currently running using the CryoStor. So it is geared for -70 to -100 degrees Celsius and is formulated with an agent that mitigates damage from the formation of ice. These trials are a complicated process of testing the media with every type of source material that our clients might be using, such as dendritic cells and transduced autocells. Currently for CryoStor, there are 127 different cell types we are testing. This table shows that some of the different cell types have already made it through all stages of clinical trials, but most are still in the process.
In terms of the mechanism of action, there is intracellular and extracellular cooling with the use of chemicals that prevent ice formation to allow for cell transportation and stabilization without any cell damage. The cells then slowly return to their normal temperature, and chemical inhibitors are introduced to prevent cell death after thawing. This figure shows the typical cell and gene therapy manufacturing workflow. And as you can see, the process begins with obtaining the starting source material and processing it, and then treating it with biopreservation media and transporting it to a manufacturing facility. And then there, it undergoes activation, transduction, expansion, and then storage and transportation for clinical application. And BioLife helps to minimize risk throughout the process with biopreservation media, freezers, cryogenic storage, smart cold chain management systems, and automated thawing. In addition, BioLife has been growing and expanding their product line through 6 different acquisitions, including the 2 that are shown, Sexton Biotechnologies and Sterling Ultracold.
and I'm here to walk you through our journey on the public market. So in 2002, we IPO'd on the over-the-counter market. In 2014, we uplisted to NASDAQ. So between 2019 and 2021, we completed 6 various acquisitions that largely expanded our product offering and increased our scale. Now, in October 2021, we are already a market leader in cell and gene therapy. We have a share price of $48.5 per share, and our market cap is 1.95 billion, and our enterprise value is 1.8 billion US dollars. The reason why our enterprise value is smaller than our market cap is because we have more cash than debt on our balance sheet. So between 2002 and 2014, we traded on the over-the-counter market, and a lot happened before we eventually uplisted to NASDAQ. In September 2002, our company changed its name from Cryomedical Sciences to BioLife Solutions and began trading under the new symbol BLFS. And this is because we recognize the huge unexploited potential of the CGT market, and we pivoted and refocused on the preservation solutions, which significantly prolonged cell, tissue, and organ viability during packaging, transportation, and storage. On March 25th, 2014, we closed a public offering for gross proceeds of 15.4 million US dollars at $4.3 per share. And we also at the same time converted $14.3 million of secured debt into equity. In total, we issued about 6.9 million shares or units. So 2 days later, we commenced trading on NASDAQ. On our first trading day, our stock opened at 4.27 shares and closed at $3.97 a share. 21,400 shares changed hands that day. Between 2014 and 2021, so in 7 years, investors recognize our company's value, and our share price steadily increased to today's price, which is $48.5 per share. That is 11.28 times the original price. So this is how our stock has been performing between 2019 and 2021. So our price movement is generally characterized by steady increases and periodic adjustments. So in June 2021, we revamped our corporate branding, rolled out a new website, and designed new logos. That allowed us to receive renewed attention, which is probably why our stock price steadily increased in the month of June. In late August, we joined the S&P Small Cap 600 Index. That was a huge good news. So our stock price peaked out in late August. So entering early September, we closed the acquisition of Sexton, and some investors decided to capitalize their gains, and that's probably why our stock price declined after that peak in late August. So here are some highlights from our financial statements that are beneficial to our buy pitch. So in terms of our top line revenue, it has been steadily increasing, especially during the pandemic. Correspondingly, we spend increasingly more on research and development. In Q2 2021, our revenue was $31.2 million, and our R&D expense was $3 million. Our basic EPS just turned positive in the last quarter in Q2 2021. In terms of geographic reach, we are primarily functioning in the United States, but we also have exposure in Canada and Europe. Our quick ratio is 6.62 times. That means we have great liquidity standing, especially in the short term. So continuing with financial statement analysis, we have a lot of cash and equivalents. That will be beneficial to us as we continue to pursue other acquisition targets. At the same time, we carry very little long-term debt. It's sitting at $5 million. Like I said before, we spend a lot of money on purchasing PP&E and capital expenditure, as you can tell from the bottom 2 graphs. Even though we haven't been profitable in the last 5 years, except for fiscal year 2020, we have been able to maintain a positive cash flow from operations and free cash flow. So our company is seeing some really strong secular industry tailwinds that will allow us to use our competitive advantage to outperform our peers. As our first consideration, we are observing a massive total addressable market. The global regenerative medicine space raised almost $20 billion in funding in 2020, and this market is expected to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 11.3% from 2021 to 2027. So under this really favorable macroeconomic environment, our management is projecting to receive $106 to $115 million in revenue for the fiscal year 2021. So like we said before, our strategy is really to continue making acquisitions. Consolidation is a really common theme in the biotech space. So through these serial consolidation plays, we have been able to become a broad-based trusted partners in cryobiology. By acquiring our acquirees' supply chain and customer base, the revenue and cost synergies are very apparent, and we can cross-sell by leveraging all of our acquirees' respective sales forces. So finally, to wrap up, we have an investment thesis. Obviously, there are two cases, a negative bear case and a bull case. I'll start with the bear case. So our company is trading at a high valuation. For example, our forward EV to sales ratio is 15.73 times, way above the industry average of approximately 7 times. And just as any biotech company, we face a tightening regulatory landscape. Any effort by the government to reduce the cost of healthcare may limit our commercial opportunities, which is to adversely impact our net income and other operating metrics. That said, to reiterate, we are seeing a really strong secular wins from the regenerative medicine end market that will facilitate our growth in the future. And also, as a second consideration, our growth strategy through selective acquisitions has really paid off. We believe that as a whole, BioLife Solutions is greater than each of our individual acquirees.
Given all of this, given our core values and our mission, paired with our passion for biotechnology, along with all of the financial data, we're just asking for your investment. But alongside all of this, given the rampant state of infectious disease in our current world, the rise in chronic illness, as long as the rise in illnesses such as cancer and ALS, biotechnological advances in stem cell research, virology, etc., would be aided by the use of our technology and our innovation CryoStore. So we are asking for your investment so we can help use our technology to save more lives. Thank you.
And here are the citations.